Hey everybody, so today we are in Port Clinton, Pennsylvania. This is in Schuylkill County. We are visiting the Port Clinton Peanut Shop. This historic shop has been started out in the 1800s actually. Started out as like a general store, but they always had like penny candy was a big thing here. And over the years they would eventually go from like a general store to purely a confection shop. And let's go in. So here you see, this is, I think, in the area is the largest collection of the Jelly Belly jelly beans. A lot of cool little Harry Potter candies. I just got a bunch for Josh and Sharon and their kids. Uh, just is a feast for the eyes. You immediately smell the roasted peanuts because that's one of the things that they do here is they roast on site these peanuts to different varying degrees. They also make their own caramel corn, a lot of these different candies. Maybe some of it's locally made and stuff like that, but it truly is one of these traditional 1800s, early 1900s penny candy stores, and it is such a nostalgia trip. Just seeing candies from back when I was a kid and just seeing the layout in such a small space, it's just such a plethora of a kid's wildest dreams. They have everything from Pez to all these different types of candies, sort of the novelty type things, and then just your general candy bars, and you can buy the pound. They also have some other really cool stuff we'll be seeing later on, but like this is just it's from a different time, and here you see a bunch of this stuff all different types of candies that's you know locally made. They make some of this stuff themselves, and you just get to see things you don't normally see. Ralph and I had visited a candy shop over in Lidditz, had somewhat of the same type of feel, but it's just different. It's like being in an old general store, which is what it was, and having these penny candy type of memories. I had great memories from the Greenpoint General Store. They had these rows of candy. Now they had more like the national brands, maybe a couple local and stuff like that, regional brands. But it just is such a cool feeling being in a place like this, and seeing all these really neat, bright, colorful types of candy. It was funny. I showed this video before I did the audio work to Sharon, Josh, and the kids, and it was just like, oh, I like the look of that and that and that, so they're gonna have a blast once we take them up there. But here's some licorices and sort of the sucky type candies. Uh, Really, just like I said, it's just neat stuff. This is the coolest part of the shop, though, where you go into where they have their counters where you can pick and choose what you want, and then you get to see all these amazing candies. This is just the pretzels. Ah, you can see chocolate covered bacon. They do that in the shop. Um, so many of these different unique candies, and then these are the ones where you can go in all the Pez you would possibly want if you collect those, but also then all these different individual candies where you can bag it up yourself and just have a heyday with it. And then I remember these things back. You were a naughty kid. You got the cigarettes, or they had the Big League Chew, which they have that there as well. Those were the ones I wasn't allowed to get, but every now and then I accidentally found one. And this is so neat. They have all different types of nuts and mixes, and it really they're the nuts that they have that they roast and do all these different. They're fantastic. And the cool thing about this place as well, there's candies for every price point, and there's certainly for every taste. They also offer over on this side sugar-free candies for those of us that are diabetic. They have all different types of candies as well that are, I'm not gonna say healthy, but healthier, healthy-ish. It's just so neat just seeing this because, it reminds you of the pictures that you'd see in like a Norman Rockwell painting. Like, the kids getting all excited to be in a place, your soda fountain or one of those pharmacies where they had all the candies and stuff like this. And these places were essential parts of our past. And this, you'd have places like this in quite a few different communities. And, this is a kid's heaven. Bad for the teeth. Dentist definitely has job security because of places like this. But I really, really encourage you guys to check out the Port Clinton Peanut Shop. It's just such a neat place, and the owners are so cool. Like, the staff is so friendly and so nice. I've had nothing but great experiences. History is out there, my friends.